Hey man!
Watch out! It's a woodpecker from space!
Hey guys, welcome back. As you can see, I have the latex thickener on here, and I think we are good to make the mother mold. You're basically creating a hard shell, so when you cast it, this is going to hold the form, and then the mother mold or the shell is going to be holding the latex and everything together. So it's very important, and it's going to be a two-piece mother mold. Hopefully this is going to work out. So we're going to need water, need some sort of like gauze bandages. You could use burlap. I bought this from Amazon. It was like 48 rolls, but now that I look at it, they're kind of a rip-off. And the reason you're going to use this is that you're going to be putting it on it. I think it's a lot simpler than just putting like one batch of plaster everywhere. This makes a whole lot more sense to me. So I'll be cutting it in strips right now and dipping it in the plaster and then applying it a little bit at a time. And the mother mold for this, it could be in a different sort of thing. One of the things I have here is just some clay. It's just water-based clay. And I'm just gonna build a dam like this. And it's just to kind of hold. What I'm going to be doing is putting some silicone spray on the mold itself, just a quick, and it's full of water, and I have some more extra plaster, so I might have to mix a little bit more. The one thing that if you guys do any work with plaster, the one thing I recommend is go slow, but you have to be fast at the same time, but also hand mix it. Don't mix it with some sort of stir, because I did that in the beginning. I was mixing things with trowels and all sorts of things, but your hand is just so much better for this. So you cut like this, and after you mix it thoroughly, you can kind of feel the parts there. You take the bandage, you dip it, and all you would have to do is just take it like this and just drop it off onto, just make sure that it's like nice and flat, and because you want this first coat to be really up close. There we go. Or like just pour it on. It's still a lot of plaster to use. You can see it's starting to get this part full, and we want that. We want to have quite a bit of difference here because we want this to be resting almost flat. And that's pretty much it. That's the mother mold. You don't have to do much more than this. I'm just trying to use up the plaster that I have. Let it dry overnight, and you're pretty much done with this mother mold. If it's a relief, you don't have to do a two-parter. Mold making the mother mold for the bats, I moved it to a more substantial base because it was too rickety on the other one. This is pretty heavy, and I don't know if it's going to come out. I am really hoping that it will, but if it doesn't, you know, it's one of those things you have to kind of prepare yourself for. In this bucket, I have it full of water, and I have my gauze all ready to go. And I have this, which is a fiberglass. I actually have been using this with pretty good results. It's really strong, so I might use that towards the end. And this is burlap. You can see that, you know, the reason old masters used to use this. It's a very coarse bag, and you can get this from like coffee supplies, but around the DC area they actually charge you for the bag, so there's no point. If you guys know of any place that has them for cheap or for free, I can go and pick them up. These make good craft projects. That's why a lot of people charge for it. So our first thing is mixing in our plaster. And this is going to use up a lot of plaster. So I'm going to just grab it and now it's starting to get plaster. And we're going to have to work it. Good thing I got more gloves. If you need more water, just put in more water, but I'm going to start from here. Just make sure that it goes in really well. If it doesn't, make sure you get plenty of plaster in there, maybe even rub it. That's pretty much phase one of the mold. I'm going to let this dry. I'm going to add another coat and then finish up the back. This one's taking quite a bit. It uses up a lot of clay, so I don't want to rush it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.